All right, lads, and welcome back to another Stodgy Lads cigar review. Today we are smoking something brand new as it can get. As of the time I'm recording this is actually not released yet. This is the Cinque Terre by our friend Edgar Julian Sued in collaboration with Claudio Scroi. Claudio Scroi was the master blender for Mombacho cigars from 2012 to 2021, I believe. Big company. Recently left that posting, and now he's working alongside a lot of creators, including Edgar Julian Sued, who we interviewed on our podcast. Great guy, and he so kindly provided us with this brand new cigar. So it's called Cinque Terre. It's got this kind of understated, nice and modern band, red and white. Cinque Terre means 5 lands or 5 countries, or yeah, 5 lands, I guess, more accurately in Italian. And that is referring to the 5 countries of which their tobacco is used in this blend. It's actually very interesting. It has Nicaraguan tobacco, Ecuadorian tobacco, very standard, obviously. Dominican tobacco, this is made in the Dominican Republic at Julian Sued's factory. American tobacco, but the last one is completely new, first time ever in like a major cigar. It's Haitian tobacco from Haiti. Obviously, it's the same island as the Dominican Republic, but Haiti doesn't really produce any cigar tobacco whatsoever. So this is very unique in that sense. 54 ring gauge by 5-inch Robusto, kind of an American market, bigger, bolder, thicker Robusto. Nice little pigtail, really oily wrapper. Supposed to be a bit of a heavier cigar, but don't really know anything about this. Obviously, there's no reviews out yet. I'll be the first to review this, so I'll take off this pigtail, and I'll also be using the new Le Fin Lame punch bracelet. So it's a punch bracelet that I'll definitely have a video up as well. I'll just help out this little cut with the little puncher. Actually seems perfect. So I'm gonna get this cut. All right, got it cut already. I'll get it lit and I'll get back to you guys in the first third, but I'm super excited to try this brand new cigar. All right, lads, first third here. Very rich flavor. It's solidly medium bodied so far, I'd say. No spice whatsoever. Not even on the first puff, which sometimes is the case, that it hits you with a bit of spice right as you're lighting up. This was completely mellow in that sense, but it's very rich in flavor. That dark, rich wrapper really is like bringing a lot of that flavor in. Espresso, a lot of like coffee. It's just very rich, like dark roasted coffee, which is lovely, just coating the mouth. And then there's like a almost syrupy but dark sweetness underlying. A tiny bit of earth, I'd say, but not tons of it. It is that lovely coffee note. Yeah, it's just dark and rich and creamy and yeah, delicious so far. Burning absolutely spectacularly as well, so perfect in that sense. But it's not as heavy as it might seem. It's not like, yeah, it's not really a punch in the face. It's beautiful, and this is like early afternoon and it's working fantastically right now. So yeah, I'm very happy with this cigar. I'm gonna keep going, get back to you guys in the second third. Hope the flavor continues, opens up even more, and see you guys then. All right, second third here. Ash is holding on absolutely splendidly. It's beautiful construction, as I touched on in the first third. The flavor is progressing really nicely. I think the coffee intensity has come down a little bit. I think it's evolving into a much sweeter, creamier cigar. So it's not, I think in the beginning it was more of a sharper espresso, but now it's a little more like a cappuccino style with the coffee. I think it's just the creaminess of the smoke. Even though this is like a US market cigar, like I mentioned in the intro, where it's like a big, dark, thick, bold looking cigar, it's not smoking that way. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I mean, it's very refined, it's very rounded off, it's creamy, it's a lot of sweetness, darker sweetness. On the finish, there's like a chocolatey graham cracker sort of Malteser malted candy sort of flavor, which is super, super nice. And even on some puffs, I'm getting sort of a floral note a little bit, which is also just adding a lot to the complexity. Although those flavors, they're not like light and vibrant. It's because it's not a light cigar. It's medium bodied. It's decently dark, but it's just, there's a lot of sweetness and mellow roundness around that darker base of flavor, which is super, super nice. I'm really digging this. It's what I'm comparing it sort of to the Vega Fina 1998, but a much more even refined version of that, where it's a Maduro style smoke that you can have much earlier in the day because it's not very heavy peppery, it's not very strong and intense. It's darker flavor notes, but they're presented in a very refined, sort of elegant fashion, and I really do like this. It's a gorgeous blend, and I think they've put a lot of care into this. So I'm gonna get back to you guys in the final third here, see if there's any more shifts. It seems like it because it's very nicely complex, and give you guys my final thoughts then. All right, so we are reaching the end here into the final third. It's continued wonderfully. A little more spice now. It's, as with most cigars, down to the final third, it's a little bit heavier. I'd say now it's sort of medium to full. It's been medium the whole way through though. A little more of that coffee's come back. Now it's a little bit more zesty, but there was a nice creamy sweetness all the way through, a base of nice sweetness. I got like a dulce de leche, really creamy style sweetness on a couple of puffs. That went away a little bit. That floral stuff that was earlier, also gone. A little bit of wood as well, but it's kind of hidden. Like when I sit and really think about it and let it develop, that's when I can like pick out a darker kind of oaky style wood. But it's got nice complexity. I really like the flavors. It tastes, I mean, how well-rounded it is and all that stuff. It tastes like it's like nicely well-balanced aged tobacco in this. So I'm just very satisfied with it. To give it a score, I'm gonna put it at a solid 90. It's well complex. It's got nice clean flavors. It's just a very solid cigar. So, you know, I really recommend this. This is just gonna hit the US market. For the Americans that can pick this out. I think it's retailing for just under $15. It's a very limited release though. It's only 1,000 boxes made, but it's a good quality cigar. If you want to try something from Edgar Julian Sued, who's just new now on the market, definitely go for this one. And it's just cool to be able to say you tried some Haitian tobacco, because that's, like I said in the intro, just not an everyday thing. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the cigar now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.